Okay. Okay. We're going to another fourth thing is knowledge representation and advanced knowledge representation technique. Knowledge representation, introduction to knowledge representation, approaches to knowledge representation, knowledge representation using semantic network, extended semantic networks for knowledge representation using frames. Okay. Knowledge representation. Here, knowledge representation is an important issue in both cognitive science and artificial intelligence. Okay. In cognitive science, it is concerned with the way in which information is stored and processed by humans, while in AI, the main focus is on storing knowledge or information in such a manner that programs can process it and achieve human intelligence. Okay. Here in artificial intelligence, knowledge representation is an important area because intelligent problem solving can be achieved and simplified by choosing an appropriate knowledge representation technique. Here, representing knowledge in some specific ways makes certain problems easier to solve. Okay. Here, the fundamental goal of knowledge representation is the fundamental goal of knowledge representation is to represent knowledge in a manner that facilitates the process of inference, that is drawing conclusions from it. Okay. Here, 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 in any knowledge representation system should possess the properties such as learning, efficiency in acquisition, representational adequacy, and inferential adequacy. Okay. Here, learning. What is learning? Learning refers to a capability that acquires new knowledge, behaviors, understanding, and etc. Okay. And next, efficiency in acquisition. Efficiency in acquisition refers to the ability to acquire new knowledge using automatic methods wherever possible rather than relying on human intervention. Okay. And next, representational adequacy. Here, representational adequacy refers to ability to represent the required knowledge. And next, inferential knowledge. Here, the inferential knowledge refers to the ability of manipulating knowledge to produce new knowledge from the existing one. And next topic, very, very important, different approaches to knowledge representation. What are the different approaches to knowledge representation? Relational knowledge, inheritable knowledge, inherence knowledge, procedural knowledge. Okay. This one, relational knowledge. Relational knowledge comprises objects consisting of attributes and associated values. Attributes and associated values. The simplest way of storing facts is to use a relational method. In this method, each fact is stored in a row of a relational table as done in a relational database. The simplest way of storing facts is to use a relational method. In this method, each fact is stored in a row of relational table as done in relational database. Here, a table is defined as a set of data values that is organized using a model of vertical columns identified by attribute names and horizontal rows identified by the corresponding values. This is the table, example table. Her name, age, gender, qualification, and salary. Name John. John, age 38, gender male, qualification graduate, salary 20,000. Anesh name Mike, age 25, gender male, qualification undergraduate, salary in rupees 15,000. Anesh Mary, age 25 years, gender male, Mary, sorry, 30 years, gender female, qualification PhD, salary 25,000. And next, James, age 29 years, gender male, qualification graduate, salary 18,000. This is the table. And next one, inheritable knowledge. Next approach, second approach, inheritable knowledge. Inheritable knowledge. In the inheritable knowledge approach, all data must be stored into a hierarchy of classes. That's a classes. Okay. Elements inherit values from other members of a class. This approach contains inheritable knowledge, which shows a relation between instance and class. Okay. Relation between instance and class. And it is called instance relation. It's called instance relation. Here, okay. Here, every individual frame can represent the collection of attributes and its value. Every individual frame can represent the collection of attributes and its values. Here, objects and values are represented in boxed nodes. Okay. Here we use arrows which point from objects to their values. Here, for example, this is the example. Note down. Gender male. It is a player and cricket. Name Peter. And Ankit. Football. Play football. This is the player. Male. This is the diagram. Here in here inferential capability can be achieved if knowledge is represented in the form of formal logic. It guaranteed correctness. Okay, inherited knowledge guaranteed correctness. For example, let's suppose there are two sentences. Okay, one, Marcus is a man, and two, second, all men are mortal. Okay, first one, Marcus is a man, all men are mortal. Then it can be represented as man of Marcus for all x man of x, that implies mortal of x. Okay, and next one, procedural knowledge. Next one, procedural knowledge. It is encoded in the form of procedures which carry out specific tasks based on relevant knowledge. Okay, based on for example, an interpreter for a programming language interprets a program on the basis of the available knowledge regarding the syntax and semantics of the language. Okay. The advantages of this approach are that domain-specific knowledge can be easily represented and side effects of actions may also be modeled. However, there is a problem of completeness. Here, all cases may not be represented. Okay, and consistency. Consistency means all deductions may not be correct. Okay? These are the four approaches. Relational knowledge, inheritable knowledge, inheritance knowledge, and procedural knowledge. Okay. And next topic, knowledge representation in semantic network. The basic idea applied behind using semantic network is that the meaning of concept is derived from its relationship with other concepts. The information is stored by interconnecting nodes with a labeled arcs. Okay. For example, consider the following knowledge. Example, every human, animal, and birds are living things who can breathe and eat. All birds can fly. Every man and woman are human who have two legs. A cat has fur and is an animal. All animals have skin and can move. A giraffe is an animal and has long legs and is tall. A parrot is a bird and is green in color. Okay. Here we can represent such knowledge using a structure called a semantic network or semantic net. It is conveniently represented in a graphical notation where nodes represent concepts or objects and arcs represent relation between two concepts. Okay. The relations are represented by bold directed links. Here, EJ means this relation connects two classes. EJ means this relation connects two classes where one concept is a kind of subclass of the other concept. Okay. For example, man is a human. That means man is a subclass of the human class. Okay. Man is a human. Is a is a human. Here that means man is a subclass of the human class. Okay. And as instance, INST. This relation relates specific members of a class, such as John is an instance of man. John is an instance of okay. This is diagram. Knowledge representation is a semantic network. Take down. Here. Let us see the diagram. Living thing, human, man, woman, John. Here, John instance, man is a human, is a living thing. Okay, connection. And woman is a human. And its color, green color, parrot, and instance, bird is a living thing. And fly, carry birds is a living thing. And a tall, long legs. Tall, this is the giraffe height. Giraffe is an animal, is a living thing. And its long legs. Giraffe has long legs. Giraffe is an animal, and animal is a living. Okay, see the diagram. And as for cat has fur, and cat is an animal, and cat is a animal is a living. Okay, clear? Here two cases. Animal can move. Animal has skin. This is the diagram. Okay, examples of semantic. Knowledge representation is in semantic network. Very, very important. Okay. And next example. This is the example of concepts connected with prop links, properties links. Here example. Here human properties Human prop, 2 legs. This is the legs is property. A living thing. Properties, prop, breathe and eat. Okay, clear? Okay, diagram. John, instance, man. Here using instance. Man is a human. Human prop, 2 legs. Properties, 2 legs. Human is a living thing. Okay, clear? And woman is a human. Human properties, 2 legs. Human is a living thing. Okay, next. Tall and long legs. Okay. Here, giraffe properties, tall and long legs. And as animal properties, skin and move. Animal prop, skin and move. And as cat properties, fur. Cat properties, fur. Cat is a animal and is a living thing. Cat is a animal is a living thing. Here, giraffe is a animal is a living thing. Cat is a animal is a living thing. Okay, clear? See the diagram. And next green color. And parrot properties green and color. And parrot instance bird is a living thing. Bird is a living thing. And bird properties property prop fly. Okay, this is the diagram. Concepts connected with prop link. Prop means properties link. Okay. The diagram very, very important. This is a knowledge representation using semantic network. Second diagram. Okay, very, very important topic. Knowledge representation using semantic network. Okay. Okay. Next, inheritance in semantic network. Hierarchical structure of knowledge representation allows knowledge to be stored at the highest possible level of abstraction, which reduces the size of the knowledge base. Here, since semantic net is stored as hierarchical structure, the inheritance mechanism is inbuilt and facilitates inferencing of information associated with nodes in semantic. Here, what is semantic net? Semantic net can be implemented in any programming language along with inheritance procedure implemented explicitly in that language. Okay. Here, Prolog language is very convenient for representing an entire semantic structure in the form of facts and inheritance rules. Okay. Facts and inheritance rules. Here, Prolog facts. What are the Prolog facts? EJ facts, instance facts, and property facts. Okay. EJ facts. EJ of living thing, nil. Next, EJ facts. EJ of human, living. Next, EJ of animals, comma living thing. Okay, human is a living thing. Next, birds is a living thing. That means EG of birds, comma living thing. That means birds is a living thing. Next, EG of man, comma human. That means man is a human. EG of woman, comma human. That means woman is a ISA easier. Okay, woman is a human. And next, EG of cat, comma animal. That means cat is a animal. Okay. This is the EJ fact. Next one, ancient facts. What are the ancient facts? John instance man. That means instance of John, comma man. Next one, instance of giraffe, comma animal. That means giraffe instance animal. Okay. Next, instance of parrot, comma bird. Here parrot instance bird. Next, property facts. Breed. That means breed property is living. Breed property living. Prop living. And next, prop of eat, comma living thing. Eat prop living. And next one, prop of 2 legs, comma human. Here 2 legs properties prop human. Okay. Human properties 2 legs. Human properties 2 legs. Prop of breathe, comma living thing. That means living thing properties breathe. Living thing properties eat. Eat property. Human properties 2 legs. Animal properties skin. And animal properties move. Bird property fur. Giraffe property tall. Giraffe property long legs. Animal property tall. Parrot property green. This is the prologue facts. What are the prologue facts? EJ facts and instant facts and property facts. Draw the diagram. And next one, inheritance rules in prologue. Here we know that in class hierarchy structure, a member subclass of a class is also a member of all superclasses connected through EJ link, ISA link. Okay. Here, similarly, an instance of a subclass is also an instance of all superclasses connected by EJ link. Okay, ISA link. Similarly, a property of class can be inherited by lower subclasses. Okay, these are the examples. Instance rules. Instance of x comma y. That means that is represented INST of instance of x comma y. Okay, INST of x comma y. Next instance rule. Instance of x comma y. That means the INST instance of x comma z comma subclass of z comma y. What is instance of xy means? INST of xz comma sub INST of xz and subclass of zy. These are instance rules. And next subclass rules. What are the subclass rules? For example, subclass of x comma y. That means EG of x comma y. Next subclass of x comma y. That means EG of x comma y comma subclass of z comma y. And next property rules. Property of x comma z. That means prop of x comma y. PROP. Prop of x comma y. Next rule, property rule. Property of x comma y. That means instance of y comma z and property of X, comma Z. Okay. Next, third property rule, property of XY. That means subclass of YZ and property of XZ. Okay. These are the inheritance rules in prologue. Very, very important. Okay. These are the inheritance rules in prologue. Okay. And next topic, okay, extended semantic networks for knowledge representation. Extended semantic networks for knowledge representation. Logic and semantic knowledge, logic and semantic networks are two different formalisms that can be used for knowledge representation. Okay, this is very, very important topic. Extended semantic networks for knowledge representation. Logic and semantic networks are two different formalisms that can be used for knowledge representation. Here, simple semantic network is represented as a directed graph whose nodes represent concepts or objects and arcs represent relations between concepts or objects. Here it can only express collections of variable free assertion. Okay. Here, for example, the English sentences, John gives an apple to Mike. Okay, clear? John gives an apple to Mike, and John and Mike are human. Here the sentence here may be represented in semantic network as shown in below. See the diagram. This is the diagram. Mike is a human. Okay. John is a human. Both are humans. Okay. Here, apple, the unless E, entity E recipient Mike, and E actor John. And E object here, apple. Apple is the object. And action give. Okay. Actor John, action give. Recipient Mike and object apple. Here Mike is a human and also John is a human. This is the diagram. Draw. Very, very important topic. And next one, binary predicate symbols in causal logic are represented by labels and arcs of extended semantic net. ESNet, shortly. An atom of the form love of John, Mary. Here, love of John, Mary is an arc labeled as love with its two end nodes representing John and Mary. Sorry, Mary. Okay. Mary. The direction of the arc, that means link, the direction of the link indicates, very, very important, the direction of the arc or link indicates the order of the arguments of the predicate symbol, which labels the arc, as shown in figure. This is the diagram. John implies Mary. That means John loves Mary. Okay, John loves Mary. The graphical representation, John implies Mary. That means John loves made. Okay, clear? Here, the conclusions and conditions of clausal form are represented in external semantic net by different kinds of arcs. Okay. Here, the arcs denoting conditions are drawn with dotted arrow lines. Dotted arrow line. Okay. These are called Daniel links. That means greater than. While the arcs denoting conclusions are drawn with continuous arrow lines. Okay. Conclusions means continuous arrow lines. This is the arrow line. Okay. Here, these are known as assertion links. That is implies. Assertion link is implies. For example, the clausal representation grandfather x comma y. That means here father of x comma z implies grandfather of x comma y. Here parent of z comma y for grandfather in logic can be represented in extended semantic network as shown in figure. This is the x dotted arrow lines to z. X father z. Okay, clear? X father z. Here z father, z parent y. Then x grandfather to y. Okay. X father z, z parent y. So x grandfather y. This is the diagram. This is the external semantic net representation. Okay. Inference rules. Here the representation of the inference for every action of giving. There is an action of taking in causal logic is action of f of x comma take that implies action of x comma give. Action of x comma give implies action of f of x comma take. The interpretation of this rule is that the event of taking action is a function of the event of giving action. In the extended semantic net representation, functional terms such as f of x are represented by a single node. Okay. The representation of the statement that is action of x comma give that implies action of f of x comma take. Okay, given taken. Here diagram. This is the extended semantic net representation diagram. F of x action take x action given. This is the two representation. One example. Clear? This is the external semantic. Next class continues. Okay.